acting up.
Future of virtual motorsports is now. This September, the heart of sim racing beats in Chicagoland as the Sim Gaming Expo takes over the Schaumburg Convention Center, September 5th through the 7th. Go wheel to wheel in our competition area, test the latest gear, meet top brands, creators, and celebrate with fellow sim racing enthusiasts. Whether you're a seasoned sim racer or new to the sport, this is your chance to be part of history. To purchase tickets and see the full exhibitor lineup, visit simgamingexpo.com.
Here at TWRS, we're always here to help our squad when they need a little push in the right direction. That's just who we are. We're a beautifully diverse group of goofballs dedicated to driving fake race cars as fast as possible. And we continue to push each other to the front using the power of nonsense. We have one of the strongest NASCAR programs on the service, and you can access it all for $24.99 a month. And we just released individual subscriptions for $14.99 a month for each NASCAR vehicle. We also just added a Rallycross program, and our IndyCar program is taking off as well. So come join the weird side. We have speed and cookies. Cookies are not included in some locations.
If you love the thrill of racing but hate the risks, then buckle up. Everything Simulated is here to merge adrenaline with absolute safety. In a world where technology meets adrenaline, Everything Simulated is revolutionizing driver training with state-of-the-art simulators. From truck training to the thrill of motorsports, our simulators offer the most realistic experiences across all automotive applications. Gone are the days of endless bookwork and basic drills. Now it's all about hands-on, pulse-pounding action that prepares you for the real deal. Whether you're maneuvering a heavy mining vehicle or racing a high-speed car, our simulators, equipped with cutting-edge technology from leaders like SimRigs and TrackRacer, bring every nuance of the drive to life. And talk about making a mark. We're not just building simulators, we're fostering talent. From grassroots motorsports to professional series like the Aussie Outlaw GT3, sponsored by us, Everything Simulated is fueling dreams and careers. Ready to feel the excitement of the racetrack under your fingertips? Connect with us, and let's build your next simulator adventure together. Remember, we support those who support us. Join the Everything Simulated family, and let's race towards the future.
Hello and welcome to the ARCA Sparks Live Series here tonight. Boy, we've got a special one for you as we are gonna be sitting at Thompson International Speedway. I'm your host, Big Al. Gonna be joined in the booth by Mr. PJ tonight, as I do believe my little buddy's gonna be down tending to his race pace. Also got Kobe gonna be in the truck pushing the buttons, keeping us all jazzed up here. PJ, how's it going, man?
Yeah, not too bad for a Sunday afternoon. Just rolled over lunchtime, so yeah, good to be here. And not a track that I've done a lot of racing at either, so it should be a good one to watch.
Yeah, definitely it's going to be an exciting race here. Even though we got a short field, this is kind of a funky track. So I think everything being what it is, who knows, man? We just got to call it and hope that we got enough to have a good show.
Yeah, that's it. Looking forward to the race, and yeah, good to be here. Join you in the booth today.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Glad to have you around. So, what are you thinking of this racetrack, man? Is this something that's pretty high on your radar? Or are you kind of, gonna hold your thoughts to the second quarter? What do you got?
Ooh, looking at that cornering there, that banking looks pretty fun there. It looks a bit concretey sort of surface too, so yeah, it should be a good one. Maybe a bit of tyre wear coming into play, and we'll see if anyone gets loose, loses the rear. But that's always a fun thing to happen as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Watching Matty Raymond in practice here, and he was doing just that. Warm-ups here. Actually got just over 2 minutes left on the docket before we can actually get into qualifying. Maybe see if we have even another car join up. I don't know, man. But, ready to go with 8. But let's take a look at our point standings here. Matty Raymond's going to be on top of the board with 3 wins. Paul Olsen coming in second. Then you got James Watson trying to really get a late go at it here. Hopefully he can maybe pull a little rabbit out of his bag. Kenny Powell, 4th. 5th place, Jeff Engler. 6th, Sebastian Manchin. And Greg Wachinski in 7th. Vincent Crow, 8th. Chris Severa, 9th. And Matthew Sisna is going to round out those top 10 in the ARCA Sparks points. Definitely going to be exciting to see how these points going to hold up here towards the end of this thing. Paul Olsen is in the field, as well as Chris Severa. Chris having the fastest time on the board right now. Let's look at the keys to the race. Braking, corner, entry, discipline. You're going to hear that, man. These guys are going to be running a lot of laps tonight, and it's going to be all about hitting those braking points. If you don't get your braking points right to the corner, you're going to be flat out on yourself on the exit of the corner next. Tire conservation on a small track, and that's going to be a big deal because we don't have any stages here tonight. So we're going to be running this thing from green flag, hopefully, to checker. So drivers are definitely going to have to run their best conservative laps here, just trying to hold those tires. Want to make sure, because I don't think they're going to need a whole lot of gas. And last but not least, track positions and restarts. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know. Guys are going to have to qualify because track position is going to be key. You're going to want to be up front. I don't think you're going to want to be battling this one out, in the back with a small field. So track position and restarts are something drivers are going to have to take a look at. Those are our keys to the race. Just like that, warm-up coming to an end. Qualifying starting right here. My favorite time.
What's qualifying your favourite time there, Big Al?
This is the time you get to go out there and just flat out run 2 laps without anybody in your way. And it's just probably the fastest 2 laps you're going to run all night.
Maybe. For me, it'll be the slowest 2 laps of my night if I was out there running and qualifying. But the draft usually helps me put some quicker times in, especially on short tracks.
So, short tracks, is that your favorite? Or
hell no. I know they're James's cup of tea, not mine.
Yeah, I totally understand that.
Not enough straight track for me to go fast.
Watching Chris Severa now, he is actually making his way onto the racing surface. Also see the 40 of Sebastian Manchin, and he is going to be off and away. The 25 of Jeff Engler also going to be entering the track there for his qualifying laps. Tim Blundell. Tim hadn't been with us a whole lot, but tonight we're going to see him. Hopefully he'll be polished and ready to go here, giving us some short track looks.
So just watching the 10 there, getting loose coming out of turn 4, even coming into that corner was hard on the brake there, washing up a little bit.
Yeah, that is kind of what you had said, man. You really called that one out. Just that, seeing the little guys getting a little loose there.
Yeah, that was one of those key facts to the race tonight. Obviously, that corner entry and braking. So, as mentioned, really have to look after the tyres as well, and it's all about that entry and exit on corner to do that as well.
Yeah, indeed. Right now, they're still having the fastest time on the board with a 20.578. That's going to best Jeff English 20.798. Third, you got Tim Blundell's 20.825. Only 5 cars electing to qualify here tonight.
James Watson just jumped to the top there in qualifying, 21.4.
That's my little buddy.
Good run there for qualifying for him, and hopefully he can get a good result today as well on track.
Yeah. I definitely think James is going to be happy with that one.
Yeah, I think it was the trucks maybe a week or two ago. He had a bit of a run and was co-commentating as well while he was driving. They had a pretty good run with qualifying, but the race pace in the over the the green flag stints just sort of didn't work out well for him. But the race actually fell under the night sky with no track lights, which was declared anyway. So I think that helped him a bit.
Man, nothing like a long one. You know, just out here, and then the sun went down and then nobody turned the lights on. That could be problematic for a lot of folks.
Yeah, forgot to pay their power bill.
Well, hopefully nobody's expecting a raise. Speaking of raises, man, I think that's it for qualifying. Don't see anybody else on the track. We'll go ahead and step away, pay some homage to our sponsors, and we'll be back with the lineup in the night's race.
Here at TWRS, we're always here to help our squad when they need a little push in the right direction. That's just who we are. We're a beautifully diverse group of goofballs dedicated to driving fake race cars as fast as possible. And we continue to push each other to the front using the power of nonsense. We have one of the strongest NASCAR programs on the service, and you can access it all for $24.99 a month. And we just released individual subscriptions for $14.99 a month for each NASCAR vehicle. We also just added a Rallycross program, and our IndyCar program is taking off as well. So come join the weird side. We have speed and cookies. Cookies are not included in some locations.
You've got what it takes.
Ladies and gentlemen, ready for countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ignition.
Man, this is some of the greatest stuff I've ever heard. Ooh.
These go to 11.
We are back. Make sure you give us that thumbs up, subscribe, ring that bell. We need all the help we can get. Come on, help me pay my shrink bills. She's got kids. They're all in school, all right? She's a nice lady. But here we go, all doubled up, ready to go. James Watson on the pole. He's got Chris Severa going to be on his outside. Row 2 is going to show Greg Wachinski and Jeff Engler starting row 3. Tim Blundell and Sebastian Mansion and Paul Olsen is going to round out this 8-car field here tonight. Oops, sorry, yeah, Matty Raymond and Paul Olsen. Didn't mean to overlook Matty.
Only the championship leader at the moment.
Yeah.
No big overlook there, though.
Yeah, Matty Raymond actually starting this thing deep in the field. That seems to be, his kind of prowess as of late, but he won't waste any time actually running the field down. Chris Severa, though, definitely got a solid qualifying start, as he is going to be right there in the spot. I think he's going to be in that most wanted spot, because once this thing goes green, it's literally going to be a drag race to turn 1. What are you thinking about that?
Yeah, definitely. First corner is going to be, make or break. Trying to get that entry and looking for that exit. You get stuck on that inside. You can't sort of wash out a bit. You're going to be
Green
quite slow
flag out.
James
Watson, definitely.
there.
Yeah, go ahead, boss. You got it.
It's good. So you can see out of the corner there, he gets that move done on Chris Severa, coming up to the wall there. Now he's running that middle line already. Well, the 5 with Wachinski gets stuck on that inside line there.
Yeah, Greg's gonna bounce back now, trying to maintain that 3rd place position. He's nice and tight. Doesn't seem like his car is actually winding up as fast as he wants it to. James Watson getting a little bit of a run there. Now Greg starts to kind of get it popping. James was actually worried about getting a good start, but it seems like he had no problems at all securing that run going into turn 1.
Oh, nothing to worry about there, but front 3 sort of getting a little bit of a breakaway there over the 20. I can't quite read that.
Which one?
4th, 25th, 25.
Yeah, that's Jeff Engler, 25.
Yeah. A little bit blurry on my screen there. Couldn't quite read that. So.
Yeah, the screen can be a little blurry sometimes, but we're not gonna complain, because then Kobe will get mad and he'll cut our mic time.
That's right there, but getting that breakaway now, and James Watson, Chris Severa looking to try and get a bit of a breakaway on Wachinski there. We've got 150 laps here at Thompson, so quite a few laps to turn tonight in short track. Probably going to have 1 or 2 pit stops as well if we stay green.
Yeah, hopefully we will stay green. I think that's going to be paramount here, because we want to see the green flag pit stops at Thompson. There's really no way you're going to be able to pull those off. Oh, got a car that's going to be really loose there. Got tight coming off the turn. I think that was the Ford Tim Blundell.
The field really stretching out now as well. Yep, submerging, and this is where the boys who prefer short track, this is where they have their time to shine as well. Matty Ray looking for the inside on the 40 there. Trying to get the pass.
Definitely going to be trying to get around Sebastian Mansion. And
he sent that one hard into the corner, and a nice little pass there.
Watching this thing play out. Everybody's just kind of taking their time. Field is starting to get really spaced out. Looking at the difference between Watson all the way back to Osen. That looks like it's almost just 7 seconds there. That's a pretty fast split or fast spread there with only 11 laps into this thing. So we're definitely going to be watching that. And I'm going to tell you, if Watson keeps running the way he's running, it's probably a pretty good chance that he's going to lap everybody except for maybe top 3.
And Chris Severa doing a pretty good job of sticking with him at the moment. About a half a second gap there between Watson and Severa.
Yeah, these guys definitely been battling pretty good. Keeping it clean though, it's definitely been PG, so that's a good thing.
Well, we could definitely change that in the booth.
So, how's winter been over there for you guys?
It's had its moments. We did get copped with a bit of rain late this week as well, and some good winds in that. I actually saw a post that the freeway got smashed with a bit of snow or hail or something as well. So it was a white freeway too, and all James Watson getting loose in that corner, washing up wires. Going to give Severa the run on the inside.
We're definitely going to have to manage his entry on this turn because I've been watching him, brother, and he also has been getting a lot loose on the throttle there, coming off of the turns, turn 2 or turn 3, or 4 as you watch him right now, taking a slightly different line than the line that Watson's taking. Severa definitely takes it a lot sharper there going through 1 and 2 than his counterpart. Watson.
Well, little moment, lack of focus, or a little mistake, and that can open things up again there for Severa. But for now, he's just going to slot in back in behind Watson. Maybe wait for that mistake to come again. Looks like he's trying to set himself up for that run.
Yeah, indeed. Severa's going to be right there, keeping Watson honest for the majority of the contest. You can believe that. I don't think he's going to back off of him. As these guys continue to make their way around this track, like it's really pretty easy. Kind of doubled up there, most parts. The 5 is by himself, but then you're going to have the 83.
Matty Ray there just moved himself up into 4th spot as well.
Yeah, he's going to be powering with Jeff Engler there pretty good. Actually, now he's around Engler, and these two are starting a divorce. Raymond trying to that's the 25 gets high up on the racetrack there. Not trying to impede the 83 at all. It's almost like he kind of relinquished the position. And now the 83 is definitely going to be on a mission. Matty Raymond fastest overall on the last lap, fastest lap overall on the race right now, still going to be for Mr. James Watson with a 20.546.
See, that's one of the advantages starting at the back of the field there for Matty Ray. He can just sort of slowly work his way through the field over the stint and, not have to push himself too hard to stay out there as the race leader.
Yeah, both the 39 and the 10 slowly starting to stretch their legs just a little bit.
And I'm sitting here and I'm thinking to myself, I should have made lunch before I started this. The stomach's starting to go a bit, and it's like, it is lunchtime.
You'll get some Vegemite.
No, that's an Aussie thing, so I'm not an Aussie.
Okay.
I have some pavlova, thanks, because they stole that from us.
So you must be a Kiwi.
Yep. I invaded their country though. I moved over here.
But you haven't yet picked up a taste for Vegemite.
I've got some in the cupboard. I have it every now and then on a bit of toast or something, but You know, maybe sprinkle a little bit of cheese on there as well. It's not bad every now and then.
And you probably are eating beets on your burgers too, right?
Hey, don't knock the beetroot, man. I love beetroot.
I got you. We just don't. It's not utilized as a staple here in America. Nowhere near as much as it is. You know, we got the onion. You guys got the beetroot.
Onion's pretty good too. Even you know, you get those deep fried sort of the onion rings. You slap them on a burger. That stuff's gold.
We don't. Yeah. There's a couple gourmet burgers that have onion rings on them. We usually just eat raw onions on our burgers.
Oh, you would, Kobe. You would. You better get that Uber while you're gone for me.
Man, back to the race here, watching the 39 James Watson doing everything that he needs to do. Fastest overall, plus the fastest last lap. He is going to be leading Chris Severa. Severa, he's just out there. He's one of these guys, though, that he knows exactly how much pressure to put on the leader. But it seems, though, he is just really kind of backing off and just running his own race right now. Not wanting to pick up the pace there, as such is the 39.
Yeah, it's one thing I've noticed from watching others in short track racing that tend to be quite quick out there. They can back off and let those tyres cool down a little bit while still having the pace, and then, you know, because they've done that and not pushed too hard and just sort of cruised for a few laps, letting those tyres cool down, they can pick it up again and quite quickly latch onto the back with the front runners as well.
That's taking the heat out of the tires. That's it right there. That's a boss move. Speaking of boss moves, 83 caught up with the 5 Greg Wachinski. Matty Raymond on the move as he started all the way back in 8th place. Now he finds himself, he started in 7th. Now he finds himself in 4th. That's going to make him our biggest move of the night thus far. Give a shout out to Matty Raymond. And if you were to actually make it over to the Sonic on Wind Drive, in Kansas, you can get a free onion ring right there with that information.
I think that's a bit far to go for an onion ring for me.
Yeah, I know, right? But yeah, just tell them Kobe sent you. Everybody loves a free order onion rings. So, what is our fuel mileage? Did we have the fuel per tank in here on this?
I don't think so. Usually short tracks you can usually, I find, go about halfway and make it a one-stopper, but sometimes I have seen a lot of fuel saving, and with cautions coming out, you know, you can make it without even stopping. So I'd say probably about halfway. Might need a top up to get to the finish, maybe a new set of tires.
Yeah, I'm definitely anticipating they're going to have to make at least one stop on the green unless the caution comes out, man. But I'm going to tell you, there's a lot of people that could benefit from a caution at this point, because the 39 and the 10 are just, they're literally on a mission. And the way they're running right now, unless there is a caution, they have a pretty good shot at lapping, like I said, at least up to 3rd, 4th, maybe.
Well, slowly watching that time as Matty Ray's moved himself up into 3rd, and he's taken about half a second out on Severa so far. So he's definitely put the foot down now, and he's trying to close that gap to 2nd.
Severa feeling his presence as well. He picked up the pace as he was fastest overall on that last lap. Just when you said it, it's like he was like, oh, crap. Just like Matty popped up on his relative. So time to go to work. Time to put that hammer down.
Yeah, I was watching that as well. Severa closed up about 0.2 on Watson as well that last couple of laps. So might be looking to get to work again, put the pressure back on Watson. Make sure he's not too comfortable there, running half a second in front.
Yeah, I'm thinking that we're just about halfway through this fuel stop. I'm imagining that most drivers are going to try to at least get to 75, try to break this thing down into just a one-stop race, especially seeing that the caution's probably not going to come out. Now, not saying there's not going to be probability of a single car spin.
Well, I'm not out there to bring that one out because I know I'd probably do that later in the fuel stint. So there you see on the back of James Watson's car there, Chris Severa on the hunt. Still doing a great job sticking there with Watson. So,
man, the 45 he's starting to hear that theme song from Jaws breaking on in his headset, because as he starts to look in his rearview mirror now, not just on his relative, but he's going to have a pretty good view of the leader there. Slowly just drawing him in.
Even looking back there, there's the pack of them there, 6th, 7th, 8th, all running pretty close to each other as well. So pretty consistent from those three guys, having a nice little drive together.
Yeah, I'm about to get nervous.
Yeah.
The feds are coming.
I mean, I'm sure James would like to pick one off at a time, but trying to pick three off, well, he's got Chris Severa right on his bumper. That's going to be a bit of a task as well.
Hopefully this guy's will definitely give him some room. Allow that man to work.
Depends on how nice. Depends how nice James has been in the broadcast booth to him all over the season.
Yeah, I don't know if that's going to matter. James is on a mission, I'll tell you that.
Sitting third in the championship at the moment, and if he can bank a win here tonight, that'll definitely help out for him, the championship points. Chris Severa's closed up that gap as well on Watson, so can put the pressure on as well as they're coming up to the lap cars, so it's going to make things pretty difficult. Eyes forward for Watson, but he's also looking in that rearview mirror as well. That's where mistakes can happen. Get a bit loose or miss your brake marker.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about. That's one of the keys to the race here. He's definitely got to manage his braking points. And, and as you start to come up on these other guys, their braking points are going to be completely different than his. So he's going to be trying to manage his as well as watch theirs. You don't want to, creep up on these guys in the corner.
Well, maybe we can go on board, maybe with Chris Severa for a few laps and watch as the race leaders are about to lap the back of the field.
Ooh, Paul Olsen going to come way low and let the leaders go.
Looked like a bit of wheel work there as well for Chris Severa, getting a bit loose as well out of two.
Well, we're coming up right there, 50 plus laps on their equipment. I imagine those tires are really going to start to get a little bit slick. It's 130 degrees on the track, 78 degrees in the seats. That, my friend, makes for some challenging conditions there on that race surface.
Oh, ooh. Big right hand down moment there again for Severa. Managed to keep that fairly straight though. A good little grab there. Definitely pushing. Trying to push Watson into a mistake, but that could also come undone for him putting himself in the hot seat of making a mistake.
Watson slowly going to be reeling in his next target. That's going to be the 410 Blundell. Oh, Sebastian Mansion bounces off the wall there. Makes a very tight situation for that 4 car, which is going to, unfortunately, it's going to make it a lot sooner that these guys are going to be dealing with the leaders. You see the 4 car now starting to try to find a way out of the way. Severa comes in hot on the turn. He is driving those tires off that car. That's what he's doing. You gotta love it.
Well, a lot of respect from the back of the pack there as the leaders come through, and it sort of made things a little bit easier for Watson Severa as well as they spread out, and then you see the 40 there, just giving a lot of room, letting the leaders by.
Indeed. Guys really making their way through this field. I mean, Jeff Engler, the 5th place car, he's going to be the next one that they'll be slowly making their way to.
Matty Ray slowly taking a chunk out of that time as well. He's cut off about another half second to Severa.
Yeah, he's trying to reel in these top 2 guys so he can actually, catch these guys and do a little bit of work.
We're about 16 laps off the halfway mark, so going to be looking at maybe a green flag pit stop maybe in the next 15-20 laps.
Oh, yeah. I think you're spot on. I think 15 laps is about where, that is where these guys are trying to make it. So halfway through this thing, at least be a good stopping point. With that hot track temp, though, what do you make of that? That's got to be challenging for these guys, wouldn't it?
Well, hot temperatures definitely make the tires wear a bit more as well, especially on the concrete track as well. So those tires will be screaming about now.
Yeah, Tim Blundell having a lot of problems there. She's going to give up several positions. Now Paul Olsen. Oh, Olsen, big problems in the corner there. I believe he might have made contact with the 83. You might have to go back and take a look at that one. Not sure what exactly took place. Oh, Olsen.
Wall ride. Ooh.
Yeah, wall ride. There you go. Y'all heard of a trail ride? That's a wall ride.
Good to see the yellow didn't come out for that. I would have thought getting a bit loose there with Matty Ray coming through might have brought out a caution, but the race remained green.
We're still clean and green all the way through and everything in between. Like to love it. Paul Olsen making his green flag pit stop. A little early. What do you make of it?
Well, I'd say after he just hit the wall there that probably needed a new set of tyres on by now, and obviously couldn't manage the halfway mark to the race. So he might have to do a little bit more work in the back end of this race to try and get to the finish if he can't get home. Might have to do a little bit of fuel saving.
Yeah, it looks like he is going to lose 2 laps on the stop. which isn't bad.
Ooh, Chris Severa just coming out a little bit wide out of turn 4 there and just gave the wall a bit of a kiss. You can see those tyres are really screaming now. Just done it again, gave a little bit more of a kiss out of turn 4 again. So he's screaming now. He's getting loose as well. He's only got a handful more laps to make that halfway mark. So hopefully he can get there, get that done.
Just watching this thing all around the racetrack, not quite sure what to think of it right now, but just a lot going on. So barely he is drifting the heck out of that car on all the turns. Looks like he's having a blast.
Gotta have a bit of fun with it, but losing a bit of time there on Watson now. And just to put more pressure on James Watson, we've got him up here in the booth with us.
Hey, hello.
How you going, James?
No, going all right. Not too bad. Can't really complain a whole lot. It's handling it about as well as you could ask a car to handle at this place.
So let me ask you this: how many laps before we actually see you guys coming down here on pit road for your green flag pit stops? We got the 25. He's down in the roost now, but what are you coming? I mean, you're gonna break this thing down into one stop, I'm assuming at this point.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting having to pit. I don't have too much experience pitting here because, you know, typically short track cars you don't need to pit for fuel a whole lot, especially here. And plus, if you do need to pit, usually you'll get cautions to kind of help with that. So even with as many races as I've run here, I don't have a whole lot of green flag pit experience, and I also didn't practice my pit, so that's going to be time.
You got to practice pitting. Remember, you drive for show, but you pit for dough.
Yep.
Oh, Chris Severa in as we are officially halfway through this thing. So your counterpart is down on pit road.
Yep, he sure is.
Is that going to have any influence on your stop, or are you just going to keep doing what you're doing?
Nah, just going to keep doing what I'm doing.
There you go.
Oh, that's why he came in pit lane another lap after, eh? That was influence.
It's going to be close, though.
No.
Going to be close watching.
Well, Matty Ray taking over the race lead for now until he makes his stop, so he'll get a couple of laps led under his belt. Looks like he had a big moment there coming out of 4 as well. Yeah, the fresher tyres will go the way of Matty Ray, so later into this run now we'll see if he can try and take a bit more of a chunk of time out of Severa and Watson.
Greg Wachinski down on pit road now. He'll be making his official stop. Greg taking it just a little bit farther than the leaders. We still got quite a few guys on the racetrack. Matty Raymond, Sebastian Manchin, and Tim Blundell. These guys are all well over 75 laps. Matty's got 79, and there's a pair of 78s with Manchin and then Blundell. So definitely riding that thing a little bit longer. Wachinski also going to go a lap down as a result of his stop.
He did call it there that, you know, the leaders will take you out the top 3 sort of spots on putting everyone else a lap down. So only Matty Ray they're still on the lead lap at the moment.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. We don't have enough lucky dogs for everybody.
Those cold tyres there for Severa didn't quite get the exit on turn 4. He's giving that one a bit of a smack.
Mentioned down pit road now at this time. What do you make of the green flag racing that we've been having?
Yeah, pretty good. Obviously, as I said, Severa's trying to keep there with Watson, not let him have an easy run of this race, and been trying to make him work for that lead and hold on to it. A couple of little mistakes here and there as the tyres wore on, and even on the cold tyre there for Severa. Obviously, Matty Ray doing a great job starting from the back of the field and worked his way through as well. How the boys just out there doing their thing to get some points for their championship.
Yeah, Matty Raymond's still yet to pit. What do you make of that?
Well, like I said, he didn't have to push too hard too early, as he's just sort of worked his way through and kept that tyre under him. So depending on the fuel, like he's gonna have a pretty good car there at the moment, and maybe hoping for a caution he could pit under. But I don't know. There, we'll see when he's going to bring that car down pit lane.
At least we know he's good on fuel, right?
Well, for now. we don't know those numbers there on how much he can keep going.
Well, he definitely proved us wrong. Because he can go, oh, Greg Wachinski gets a little bit tight. Because he was trying to do a little work there with Jeff Engler. Engler going high around the outside, and Wachinski just got a little bit tight trying to come around on the inside.
When you're racing, it's pretty hard to make those passes on short track unless you got the rubber under you. I think you can get a good entry and exit and set yourself up for the pass, but
absolutely,
it's always hard to try and make that move.
Matty Raymond coming up on 90. Him and Tim Blundell, the only two drivers who have not yet elected to come down pit road.
There's got to be some strategy into it. Got a 10-second gap there to James Watson behind, so maybe might be just a splash and dash towards the end if he can try and maintain some of that time over Watson. Obviously, James Watson will be pushing pretty hard to try and close that gap, so he's going to be burning his rubber up, trying to close that gap to Matty Ray. So with that push, and Matty Ray can just keep running his race at the moment on that old rubber. If he can keep some of that time, then again, when Matty Ray, or if Matty Ray does come down pit lane, then we'll have that pretty good rubber for the remainder of the race, that he might be able to close that gap back down, and maybe that's what he's hoping for, using the tyre advantage.
He'll definitely be able to drive a lot harder than his counterparts. Because he won't have as long.
We saw
83 and the 4. Both Blundell and Jeff Engler, Matty Raymond, are down right now.
Yeah, and we saw he had about a 6.5 second gap to Severa before the pit stops started to come out, so we'll see. He's going to have to chase down maybe a lap. He's coming out now.
When you watch your speed. That's going to take forever, especially when you see those guys coming around on your relatives. He is out, and I think he might just do it.
He's in front of Watson.
Oh, I don't know, boss man. What do you think?
He's going to get that run, and it's going to slow James up a little bit as well. Some lap traffic. Matty Ray couldn't quite get through, so we'll see, though. He's going to have that race rubber now, and going to stay in front of Watson for now.
Interesting play. Also, to note, James Watson had the fastest pit stop overall at a 13.4 seconds. Matty Raymond, though, with a 13.7 to Chris Severus, 13.8. And everybody else, 14 plus.
You can see that gap already starting to open from Matty Ray.
Isn't that awesome, James, though? The three leaders, all sub 14-second pit stops. Everybody else over. And I'm talking, I mean, well under 13.7, 13.8.
I'm just watching. Something's happened to Chris Severa. He's going down a lap. He just disappeared.
Yep. Chris Severa has manually disconnected. What say you about that?
Well,
here you go.
No pressure for Watson anymore, except Matty Ray. So we'll see if Matty Ray can chase him down on that fresh rubber. He's got 50 laps to do that.
So was that a frustration thing for Severa? That Matty came out in front of those two? Well, they're gonna have a hard time catching him.
Well, I mean, I don't think for Severa it would have. The strategy there for Matty Ray is pretty good. That using that fresh race rubber, 50 laps to try and chase down. But I mean, Severa, I think probably couldn't have got that job done on James Watson. So maybe he's just sort of moved on from that, and it's like, oh well, we had a crack, and maybe we'll try it again next week.
Yeah. Watching that 5 Wachinski, he is battling the 25 with Jeff Engler. This battle been going on here for a couple of laps. This Wachinski is set to try to make a pass, gets loose there. He is going to bop it in the grass. Paul Olsen back down on pit road. Think he might be parking it.
I mean, he's banked himself an extra spot now, hasn't he?
We'll see what they're doing over there. What you boys doing over there?
Kobe's been very silent. Mustn't be doing too good. Big shout out to Kobe Jordan anyway. Big old birthday yesterday for the man.
What? No way. Hey, how old is he now?
He only turned 60 yesterday.
Congratulations, Kobe, man. Hey, that's awesome. You know, when you live as hard of a life as that guy, you don't always, birthdays are definitely a pretty big deal.
Yep.
There's so many bad decisions that guy's made.
I mean, his partner brought him a walker for his birthday, so he's getting old.
That's not even, and I'm thinking about the bad decisions, but man, wait till we get to the mistakes, right? I mean, that's cool.
You pimped the walker already, have you, Kobe? The sound system got the sub attached on the bottom there, and with the 5.1 surround, so when you sit down on your walker from, walking 5 meters and needed an arrest, you can got some tunes to listen to.
Speaking of some tunes to listen to, let's go ahead and take a commercial break. Give some homage to our sponsors, and we're going to come back and see if we might hit a little crank it up.
Here at TWRS, we're always here to help our squad when they need a little push in the right direction. That's just who we are. We're a beautifully diverse group of goofballs dedicated to driving fake race cars as fast as possible. And we continue to push each other to the front using the power of nonsense. We have one of the strongest NASCAR programs on the service, and you can access it all for $24.99 a month. And we just released individual subscriptions for $14.99 a month for each NASCAR vehicle. We also just added a Rallycross program, and our IndyCar program is taking off as well. So come join the weird side. We have speed and cookies. Cookies are not included in some locations.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
If you love the thrill of racing but hate the risks, then buckle up. Everything Simulated is here to merge adrenaline with absolute safety. In a world where technology meets adrenaline, Everything Simulated is revolutionizing driver training with state-of-the-art simulators. From truck training to the thrill of motorsports, our simulators offer the most realistic experiences across all automotive applications. Gone are the days of endless bookwork and basic drills. Now it's all about hands-on, pulse-pounding action that prepares you for the real deal. Whether you're maneuvering a heavy mining vehicle or racing a high-speed car, our simulators, equipped with cutting-edge technology from leaders like SimRigs and Track Racer, bring every nuance of the drive to life. And talk about making a mark. We're not just building simulators, we're fostering talent. From grassroots motorsports to professional series like the Aussie Outlaw GT3, sponsored by us, Everything Simulated is fueling dreams and careers. Ready to feel the excitement of the racetrack under your fingertips? Connect with us, and let's build your next simulator adventure together. Remember, we support those who support us. Join the Everything Simulated family, and let's race towards the future.
You've got what it takes.
Ladies and gentlemen, ready for countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2,
Man, this is some of the greatest stuff I've ever heard. Ooh.
These go to 11.
Here at TWRS, we're always here to help our squad when they need a little push in the right direction. That's just who we are. We're a beautifully diverse group of goofballs dedicated to driving fake race cars as fast as possible. And we continue to push each other to the front using the power of nonsense. We have one of the strongest NASCAR programs on the service, and you can access it all for $24.99 a month. And we just released individual subscriptions for $14.99 a month for each NASCAR vehicle. We also just added a Rallycross program, and our IndyCar program is taking off as well. So come join the weird side. We have speed and cookies. Cookies are not included in some locations.
We're back. Like, subscribe, ring that bell. Come on, give us hell. We need it. We need it. Tell us how great we're doing. We are ego fed around this place. Corn operated, ego fed. All right, back to the racing surface. James Watson still showing his way around this thing. Matty Raymond in second. Right now, there's no car in between Matty Raymond and James Watson, but we got a lot stocked up right here with this pack of four. That is going to be Jeff Engler, Greg Wachinski, Tim Blundell, and Sebastian Mansion. Greg and Jeff are on the same lap, as well as Tim and Sebastian. I'm going to get to it eventually. I'll spit it out. It's all good. Wachinski now starting to try to make his move. It seems like all night the story has been Wachinski and Engler trying to get around each other. These guys have been right on each other's, sitting in each other's laps all night, PJ.
Yeah, well, you got to have those little battles go on through the field. Otherwise, it's a bit of a lonely race, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, Matty Ray, he's driven through the field and he's just been chasing the whole night on the leaders, and the strategy running longer and those fresher tyres. He's got about a 10-second gap to Watson, so You know, as I said, he had about a 6.5 second, or the 25's round. This is going to be our caution.
Out the caution. That is exactly what Matty Raymond needed. As Wachinski gave the boot to the 25. I kind of knew that was happening. I mean, that's kind of what I was going to say, but I didn't want to say it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, well, that's definitely a gift to Matty Ray. Now he's going to have the chance to close that gap and maybe have a run at Watson.
Wachinski's the lucky dog. Nope, he's not, because he was actually involved in the incident. So if Watson and Raymond both pit, Greg could get the wave around. But other than that, his efforts are going to be thwarted. That in English not, so that means Tim Blundell would be the lucky dog. And I'm seeing that both, nope, the 39, the leader did not pit. Matty Raymond down pit road.
Well, going for that track position, and I mean, Matty Ray's going to have some cold tyres, but we'll have the fresh tyres again.
But he's going to have a couple laps to warm them up.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
Well, the question's going to be, can James Watson hold on?
Watson's definitely going to have a drag race here going into one. That's what he's going to be trying. That's going to be his first battle. He has got to win that drag race and get leadership of this race. Now, this is only the first restart that we've had. We did see him win that drag race on the initial start of the race, but man, this way, I don't know. I mean, he's got, can I say it?
Go on.
He's got 64 laps on his tires.
Well, we know he didn't want to favour the inside line on lap 1, and now he's going to have to favour it with 64 lap old tyres. So can Matty Ray drive around him?
Yeah, running against a 130-degree track with a Matt Raymond who needs but 2 laps to get his tires up.
Well, I mean, at least Watson might have the benefit of the early jump.
It'll take 6 laps to pass him. But I don't know. 64 is what it is. Getting it lined up here, Sebastian Mansion, and having a little bit of trouble there as Watson gets off early there, even spun it. But he definitely caught him sleeping, taking advantage of everything that he can, just trying to stay alive as long as he can, because he understands that 83 car is going to be reeling him in. I mean, this is the Bassmaster Classic right here, except only we ain't fishing for bass, baby. And here he comes, Matty Raymond on the inside. James Watson definitely doesn't want to see this. He is not liking the way this feels, but Matty Raymond is there, and he is a force to be reckoned with. Going to take more than a lap to pass. Watson's going to make him work for it. I understand, but Raymond's going to have to continuously regroup. I'm thinking this pass is going to take the rest of the race at least 5 laps before he can actually get it in, because Watson's not going to go down without a fight. And further back behind these guys, just a couple, 3 cars that are 2 laps down. So there's really not even any other story right now except for the first 2 cars.
Definitely, and Matty Ray's going to have to do it on the inside. He's going to get up alongside, but again, Watson's going to have that outside, and he's going to have that benefit.
Oh, yeah, and that's it. If you're gonna pass him, you're gonna have to pass him on the inside. That is what Watson's saying right now. So you got to believe Matty Raymond's gonna be doing everything he can to try to set up this move. 25 gets a little squirrely there. He keeps it going the right direction. Wachinski's out of this thing. He went on and put his car up. So just 5 cars remaining on that surface out there, but we appreciate these guys for the efforts. Here comes 83 again, getting down to the inside of the 39. It's a drag race as they come across the line. Watson goes high. The 83 Raymond goes low. Right now it is he there? He's at the door, but not actually able to get and maintain any momentum. That's going to be the story as it goes with 4 laps to go. Matty Raymond running out of time to make this pass last. He has got to get around the 39, and you can believe that Watson, he's nervous right now. Now, he ain't going to breathe again, probably until he sees that checkered flag. I mean, right now, he's just on oxygen.
Yeah, well, the only way Matty Ray's going to be able to probably pull that off is if he can get alongside and try and push Watson as high as he can to get that side. But I know Matty Ray's going to want to make that pass as clean as he can as well if he can get it done.
Oh, look, good solid run right there. Here he comes. He is still setting him up high. He's not losing his momentum, still driving down into the turn. There it is. I thought the bumper was coming. Oh, and no caution. Still no caution. Green flag racing continues. White flag. There's nothing you can do about that one now. I mean, that's going to be in the books. Matty Raymond tried to get around the 39, but looks like there's still what? Well, okay, I'm sorry. I've got 2 different things going on here. I've got one is saying that Matty Raymond, and now both say Matty Raymond.
Yeah, we thought maybe James might have been gifted that win before getting the white flag there, but now that Matty Ray's completed that lap, it's going to declare him as the winner.
That's what I'm getting on all my sources. Matty Raymond, your winner. Probably not the win that he wanted. James Watson coming across in second. Sebastian Mansion is going to be in third. That's going to put Mr. Blundell, Tim Type in fourth. Fifth place, Jeff Engler. Sixth place, Mr. Wachinski, Greg Type. Seventh place, Paul Olsen and Chris Severa rounds out the 8-car field. We're going to sit here and no, we're not. We're going to go ahead and take a real quick step away. We're going to come back and we're going to get right in our interviews.
The future of virtual motorsports is now. This September, the heart of sim racing beats in Chicagoland as the Sim Gaming Expo takes over the Schaumburg Convention Center, September 5th through the 7th. Go wheel to wheel in our competition area, test the latest gear, meet top brands, creators, and celebrate with fellow sim racing enthusiasts. Whether you're a seasoned sim racer or new to the sport, this is your chance to be part of history. To purchase tickets and see the full exhibitor lineup, visit simgamingexpo.com.
Here at TWRS, we're always here to help our squad when they need a little push in the right direction. That's just who we are. We're a beautifully diverse group of goofballs dedicated to driving fake race cars as fast as possible. And we continue to push each other to the front using the power of nonsense. We have one of the strongest NASCAR programs on the service, and you can access it all for $24.99 a month. And we just released individual subscriptions for $14.99 a month for each NASCAR vehicle. We also just added a Rallycross program, and our IndyCar program is taking off as well. So come join the weird side. We have speed and cookies. Cookies are not included in some locations.
Boom, just like that, we're back with the ARCA Sparks post-race show. Man, I'm going to tell you, it might not have been an exciting race, but man, did we draw up a finish for you. I'm Big Al, joined in the booth right now by none other than my main man from down under, Sebastian Mansion. And Sebastian, how are you feeling here tonight?
Bit conflicted here because I was actually going to give Jeff the third place here because he's performing way better than me all night tonight here. And I thought, I'm just going to race him. And the final lap, he deserved 30. I'm just going to back off. And unfortunately, we had a last sort of corner lap incident. I'm like, well, this sort of goes out the window now. So unfortunately.
Well, unfortunately, you can't give anything away in racing. Everything has to be earned. That's just the way it works out. You yourself having a solid run, man. Started this thing off in 6th place, brought it home in 3rd. How much work did you guys put in to getting ready here for this Thompson Speedway?
To be really honest, not enough. Not enough practice. I did not do enough laps. I've been kind of busy with other things during the week, unfortunately, and did not do enough laps. So I should have. So bit off the pace, but my plan was to run around, don't get any incident points, just run the race, do my own thing here. My pace is what I had. I don't think I could have gone any faster or harder. If I would have, I probably would have wrecked, and then unfortunately the 0 incident didn't quite turn out. But I'll take a 3rd place. Not the way I would have liked to take a 3rd place, but I'll take a 3rd place.
Hey, a podium's a podium. At the end of this thing, we're only seeing 1st, 2nd, 3rd, right? And you did it. Man, so probably I hate to say this. All right, so 3rd place is not bad overall. I mean, who you shouting out for 3rd place finish here tonight?
Jeff
Shouting out
Engel. Jeff should have deserved the 3rd. The way he was racing, he was quicker than me in the first half of the race here. I just got a better jump on him on the restart. He gave me a bit of a nudge. I thought, oh, okay, he wants to have a go here. And I thought he was holding off Greg really well earlier on. I'm like, he's doing the job. He's doing the job than I better than I was. And then unfortunately the incident right at the end, unfortunately, kiboshed everything there. And then yeah, I was expecting him to come blasting past me a lap because my car was crap walking like there's no tomorrow.
Man, so that's the way the cookie crumbles, man. Thank you, bro. Congratulations for your 3rd place finish overall, man. And as I always say, don't party too hard.
Thank you very much, Big Out.
All right, laters. That was Sebastian Manchin. And now, PJ, I'm going to give you the honors of actually interviewing the race winner here. So without further ado, get it.
Alrighty, Matty Ray, welcome to the booth.
PJ, you're on the broadcast early. How are you, mate?
Yeah, surprise.
Yeah, I'm just hearing your voice later tonight.
Yeah, got roped into that one, so James could have a run tonight, and had a run he did, but also you come out the victor with that little final lap incident there. Talk us about that one.
Last way I want to get a win, of course. I don't like turning anyone, especially him. So I'm a bit pissed off with myself a bit, to be honest with that, because I wasn't even trying to get into him. I was just trying to stay there and maybe get him on the inside because I had fresh tyres. But yeah, I don't know. I might have to go back watch it. I don't know if he got wheel spin or I just overdrove it. But yeah, it's all on me, that one. Gotta let let yourself know you're human sometimes, I guess.
Yeah, Mr. Sheen can't be Mr. Sheen every race. So no, we had a good run, and I thought the strategy might have worked a little bit better for you, running a bit later and 50 laps on those fresh tyres to try and get the job done. Chris Severo obviously parked up as well.
Yeah, what happened to him? Did he disconnect or?
Yeah, I think maybe 100 laps was enough maybe for him, so he sort of parked that one up. But yeah, I think you probably would have got the job done on him for the remainder 50 laps. But
yeah,
obviously that late caution that we had, and James Watson staying out under caution as well. Obviously, getting that jump and that outside line, the place to be, trying to pass on the inside line, even with the fresh tyres, you had a hard task there.
Yeah, and I stuffed up on the restart because I was up next to him, and then when we went into the corner, I couldn't see him, so I had no idea when he was going to go, and he just went and left me. Like, yeah, I was just sleeping. But yeah, the fresh tyres, I had heaps of pace, and so I was more than anything trying not to run into him on the corners, of course, but down the bottom, it was just so horrible. As soon as you touch the throttle, the thing wants to step out on you. So,
Yep, we
Yeah.
see a few people getting a bit loose as the stint went on, but they had a
was,
pretty good race tonight. Even over the longer run, you were slowly closing that gap on Watson Severa as well at the front. So over the long run, you had a bit more pace there as well. But no, obviously good run for you, and took the chockies not the way you wanted, but a win's a win anyway. And you might get penalised for that after, but you still get the win.
Yeah, nah, I'd be more than happy to cop that. But yeah, no, you're right. I did have a lot of pace during the race. I thought, like, because I wasn't too confident in practice, I was a bit all over the shop. So I moved the brake bias around and ran out of practice. So I'm like, oh, just winging it a bit. So yeah, started off the race, took it a bit easy to start with, and then I could see on the time clock, I was like, oh, I'm gaining a bit on these lads. So I stayed out longer than them so I could have a fresher tyre. And I don't think I would have got James anyway. He was 10 seconds up the road when that yellow came out. I think, what was it, 15 laps to go or something like that. So
yeah, about that, yep.
Yeah, I wouldn't have caught him anyway. So yeah, I mean, just a bit of bad driving on my part picked me up a win, so I don't really feel like I deserve it today, but what do you say, we'll have to take it.
Maybe tonight we can throw James in the car again and he can have a go at you for some revenge.
Yeah, there you go, that'll be fair, eh? You know.
Well, we'll see what happens, but no, we'll let you have a shout out to your sponsors and everyone at home.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, TWRS, of course, looking after the whole team, SRM, and giving us good setups every week. And Scott to Race Fuels, Cut 6 Sticker Co, Ray down at Moondog, and then a couple of charities we'd like to shout out with the Alopecia Foundation and Tourette Syndrome. There's a couple of lads on the team suffer from them, so. And yeah, of course, you guys putting on a broadcast, Kobe. Big air, mate. How are you? And yeah, all of you guys, everyone that chips in and helps and keeps this thing going for us. It's great racing with these lads. So yeah, always have fun.
Alrighty, well, thank you, Matty Ray, our winner tonight at Thompson. But we'll let you go and celebrate that one.
Yeah, cheers, mate. Yeah, ta.
Alrighty, we'll hand you back over to Big L to wrap up.
It's Big Al back in the place. What an exciting race here tonight, man. Thank you, everybody that tuned in. Thanks for all our sponsors. Thanks for the drivers, man, coming out here, taking time out of your day. Thanks to the families of the drivers that actually let them take time away from their families to actually put it into practice the race and everything. And PJ, thank you, buddy, because without you, man, it would have been a different kind of a party.
Well, you know, sometimes we party on our own, sometimes we party together. It's always good to party with someone else, though.
Amen.
Well, thanks for having me in the booth today for ARCA Sparks. And
you're welcome all anytime.
Well, good. Maybe we can get you in the booth on a Sunday night or early Sunday morning. Don't know what time it'll be. You might be snoozing at that time, but maybe we can get you in the booth a bit later as well. Come join us for some V8 Supercar oval racing.
Oh, yeah. Well, hey, I will take that invitation. Definitely would love to get in on some of that action, man. Thank you again for coming out. Thanks, everybody. This has been an awesome event here tonight. Congratulations to our winner. And, hey, that's it. We'll see you next week.